Anyway, we're delighted to have our very own sports guru, Aidan McGee, and showbiz journalist Hayley Palmer with us in the studio for the rest of the show. Welcome, both of you.
But I was going to start with Aidan there. Did you hear that really what Animal Rising was? They just wanted to have an end, full stop, to all horse racing, get rid of all horse racing.
Well, this is the problem, Esther, because if you placate these organisations bit by bit, you'll know this from the political environment, OK, the political sphere. You placate just a little bit, and then it becomes unrecognisable from what they originally wanted 5 years before until the whole thing is eliminated so many years down the line. There comes a point where you have to say, no, we're actually going to keep it as it is. There isn't a groundswell of opinion around the country that says that they want the Grand National to change completely.
No, 600,000 people watch it round the world. It's like it was
600 million.
Sorry, 600 million people, nearly 1 billion people watch it. The most watched race, isn't it, in the world?
Exactly. Let's not change it too much. Just keep it as it is for a while, yeah?
Hayley, what's happening in the world of showbiz?
Well, I want to talk about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith because I'm confused, Phil, because it doesn't take a lot to get me confused.
I'm glad you said that and not me.
But I thought that they were together, didn't you?
Well, they pretended they were together. We only found out yesterday they're not
together. They've been separated since 2018. But I just don't understand why the slap happened at the Oscars, because surely if you're not together, why would Will have got so jealous? It just doesn't make any sense.
You can still be in someone's mind, though, Hayley. You can still be in someone's mind after a relationship finishes, after a fling finishes.
You seem to be talking from personal experience there.
Yeah, I definitely thought that came from the heart. But you're quite right. What was that all about? The whole sort of, as you say, slap at the Oscars. They were pretending to be loved up. They'd been separated for 7 years. But why did she do the interview this week to say it's all over? What was that about? Why didn't she do it any other time in the last 7 years? I
just don't understand. But the thing is, they don't live together, and apparently they're never going to get divorced from each other. That's the agreement they've got.
Well, that's financial to me. That sounds like they're not wanting to split their many millions.
And I just think Will, it just seems like a lovely-natured guy. To me, it doesn't
not at the Oscars he wasn't.
No, I know, but that's why I was so shocked about that, Phil, because it doesn't make any sense, because he does seem really chill, and that's why the slap thing was such a shock.
Do you think actors are always actors, then? They're always acting.
Well, actors are usually troubled, actually. I know a lot of actors, and they've got a different side to them.
Just very quickly, we ought to talk about the Wembley yesterday and not flying the Israeli flag on the arches. It's been very controversial, that.
Yeah, it has. They had the option, the FA this is, to light up the arch, as they've been prone to do in the last 7 or 8 years, ever since the FA started venturing into politics inexplicably. They could have lit up the arch in blue and white, the Israeli colours. They opted not to. Instead, they had a minute's silence. And, you know, the FA made a red rod for their own back here. You know, if you suddenly start venturing into politics, something that nobody at the FA appears to understand anything about, by the way, and I've dealt with them many times over the last 10, 15 years, but once you start venturing into that territory, eventually you're going to be put into an invidious position where you're making a decision. You have to fall on one side, and that was a case in point in the last 48 hours or so, and that's why they ended up embarrassed. And the chairman of the Israeli FA even put out a statement yesterday saying they were wrong.
Thank you very much indeed, and Hayley too.
Yeah, that's it for us. Up next, it's GB News Saturday with the wonderful Martin Daubney, so stay tuned for that.